Welcome to 134 Team Imperialism in College Football 25. Here is a map of all 134 college football teams. First, we're going to spin a wheel to randomly determine a team. Then we'll spin an arrow to decide which way the team will attack. If the arrow is pointing to another team, the teams will face off in a winner-takes-all game where the winner gets the land of both teams. All that being said, let's get started. Here we go, spinning the wheel for the first time. The first team playing is going to be the Cal Golden Bears. And which way will Cal be attacking? It's going to be south. That's going to put them against Stanford. We're getting Cal-Stanford as our first matchup.
All right, our first matchup is Cal and Stanford. Cal's out to an early lead, 3-0. They're going to take it into the second, now 6-0. Stanford answers. It is now 7-6. Stanford answers again before half, 14-13 at half. Stanford's got the lead. Let's see if Cal can pull it off. It is now 17-16, now 24-16. Cal's going to need a 2-point conversion, but it's too late. Stanford scores again. Stanford is going to claim California in everyone's favorite Atlantic Coast matchup.
Unfortunately, Cal is the first team eliminated from our little imperialism here. Unfortunately, the Atlantic Coast is going to be missing its first Pacific Coast team. And there you go. We're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. Look like we might get a Michigan team. We're getting the Michigan Wolverines already. And which way will Michigan be going? They'll be going east. That's awkward. Are they playing Buffalo? I think that counts. Count it. Michigan and Buffalo.
We got Buffalo. We got Michigan. Can Buffalo pull off the upset? They're off to an early lead, 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. Now 14-3. Is Michigan going to be the first top 25 team out? 28-6. Buffalo's going stupid right now. Michigan looking to come back, but it's not going to happen. Buffalo is up 45-27. Now 45-34. Don't call it a comeback. Actually, don't call it a comeback. Buffalo, wow, pulls off the upset. I did not see that one coming.
Unfortunately, Michigan tried to beat Buffalo and they couldn't do it. So they're down and out. They're the second team gone in our imperialism. I didn't see that one coming, I must admit. Oops. We'll fix that later. Back to the wheel. Let's see what team we got next. It's gonna be Arkansas State. And which way will Arkansas State be going? They're going west. Arkansas State will be playing SMU.
All right, Arkansas State and SMU. SMU just returned a kickoff? How did they score that fast? Now 10-0. SMU looking to score again. They do 13-0. Now 20-0. Now 27-0. Are the attackers ever going to win in this series? Wow, 27-0. It's not looking good for the Red Wolves here. Now 34. Yeah, this is not good. Are they going to score at all? No, they're not. 41-0. SMU is going to take LA, Lower Arkansas.
All right. SMU is slowly but surely taking over. They're actually getting a lot of land here because, there's no schools in Arkansas. There's probably not that many people in Arkansas. I don't know. I've never been to Arkansas. Great. All right, let's see what our next matchup is. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what we got here. Looks like it might land on Temple, Tulane, Tulsa. It's Tulsa. And which way will Tulsa be attacking? Looks like they're going west. Arrows going like this. Yeah. They're playing Oak State. Let's do it.
Could Tulsa be the first attacking team to win? It's not going to be easy. They're playing at Oak State. Oak State's out to a 14-7 lead in the first quarter. Now they've got the ball back 21-7. It is not looking good for Tulsa. Now 24-7. We got a little lead to overcome here for Tulsa. Doesn't look like they're gonna do it. Oak State is gonna move on.
Unfortunately, Tulsa, you're gonna lose a lot here. But Tulsa's gone. Sorry, Tulsa. You had it coming. And there's your map. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. It's gonna be the TCU Horned Frogs. Which way is TCU going to be attacking? They're going northwest-ish. I think that's going to be UNT here. Although you could argue NM State. I think we got to go for UNT here.
This one is involving North Texas at home, so we could see our first attacker win here, unless we're getting a big upset from North Texas. Which they're off to a 17-7 lead here, now 17-14 at half, 17-17 at half. Correction. UNT scores twice coming out of half, 31-17. Are they going to pull off the upset? Is the home team going to win every sim game? Nope, TCU now storming back. They're going to tie it. Are they going to take it in overtime? They are. North Texas is going to score. TCU is going to score, but they're not going to get it. And UNT gets the 2-point conversion, and they upset TCU. Wow.
In a stunning upset, I cannot believe UNT just beat TCU. I believe in the UNT run. I will be so hyped if UNT wins the Imperialism. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team is next. It's gonna be the Maryland Terrapins. Which way will Maryland be attacking? They're gonna go northeast. Looks like Maryland is gonna take on Temple. That's a great matchup right there.
Here we got Maryland taking on Temple. Could Maryland be the first away team to win? It's off to a hot start here, 17-0. Will Temple respond? They will with a field goal. Will Maryland extend their lead? They will not. 17-3 at half. Can Maryland hold on and become the first away team to win? It is 17-6. Will Temple make the comeback? They got a chance here. They got one. Maryland kicks the field goal, and that's going to end the game. Maryland is the first away team to win as they beat Temple.
Finally, we get an attacker win on the board. Let's get Temple out of here. Sorry, Temple fans. Here is our map since so much has been happening. Back to the wheel. It's time to see who we're going to get. It's going to be USF. Which way will USF be attacking? They're going to go east. Had to think about that for a second. Think that's an FAU. Think that's that hits that corner right there. They're gonna take on the Fighting Owl.
Here we go. Will the Fighting Owls beat the Bulls? This is a really prestigious matchup here. 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Are we going to get any scores before half? We are. USF's going to get on the board. The Fighting Owls better bounce back here. We'll fight for FAU. They're down 10-0, now 17-0. Up, they got on the board. Shout out to the Owls. I hope they could hold their heads high after that one.
Well, we got another attacker win. It unfortunately came at the hands of Florida Atlantic. Tough break. That's unfortunate. We only have like 120 some teams left, so let's see who the next one's gonna be. It's gonna be UTSA, and they're going to be going west. Going west. Are we getting Hawaii? I think we pull Hawaii here.
And before you guys complain in the comments about the geography, I already know it's not that accurate, but I had to put the teams in the states. I actually didn't even make the map, so shout out to whoever made it. I found it online. So Hawaii, 17-0 somehow. Didn't know this one was going to be a runaway. Now 20-3. This is a 3-possession game. UTSA brings it back within 10, back within 3. Can they pull off the comeback? No, Hawaii's going to halt them, and that's gonna be the end of the game.
Hawaii is making their way onto the mainland here. They're taking out UTSA. That'd be really funny if they won the Imperialism, and they're not even in the United States. So shout out. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's going to be Bowling Green. Which way will Bowling Green be attacking? North. Let's see. Bowling Green is gonna take on Toledo. Yeah. Bowling Green's taking on Toledo. Big matchup here.
Big battle of the I-75 here. Some action, if you will. It's going to be 3-0 at the end of the first. Toledo's got a lead. Now they've got a 6-point lead. Is Bowling Green going to answer? They're not. But Toledo's going to score again before half. 13-0 in favor of the Rockets. Can Bowling Green respond? It is not looking like they will. It is still 13, now 21-0. Unfortunate for Bowling Green. They don't get any points on the board.
Sorry, Bowling Green. It was nice having you for, I don't know. I don't even know what turn we're on. It's going to take a while, huh? All right, there you go, Toledo. Big landmass for Toledo. Let's keep spinning. Let's see who our next team's going to be. The Fresno State Bulldogs. Which way will Fresno be attacking? They're going north. Fresno's going to take on Stanford. Our first multi-time player is Stanford.
Let's see if Stanford can continue their run of dominance. Doesn't look like it's off to a hot start. 10-0, now 10-3. Can Fresno State pull it off? 17-10 now going into half. 20-10, correction. 20-17 now. Fresno up 10 at the end of the third. They're going to get a field goal. They're going to go up 17 now. A lot. And that's going to put the game away. Fresno State will be taken all the land.
Yep, there you go. Fresno State taking all the Californian land. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who's next. It could be SMU again. It is SMU. Which way will SMU be going? They're going southwest. I think they're taking on Baylor here. We're getting SMU Baylor.
SMU at Baylor. Baylor's off to an early lead, 7-0. Can SMU respond? No, they can't. Yes, they can actually. Now 14-7. Baylor now makes it a 2-possession game. SMU responds before halftime, 14-7. Now SMU takes the lead, 21-17. 24-21 now in favor of Baylor. SMU kicks the field goal, ties it up. SMU now going for the win. They kick the field goal, and SMU wins the game, 27-24.
And now we just do one of these. So it's a little sloppy here. Just do that. Yeah. Look at SMU taking land. All right, let's spin the wheel. Let's see, the next team is gonna be Jacksonville State. Let's see who Jacksonville State's taking on. They're going south. And looks like they're taking on the UAB Blazers.
This is a really exciting matchup. I'm so excited to watch this one. 7-0 in favor of the Blazers. Now 13, they missed the extra point. 20-0 in favor of the Blazers at half. Will Jacksonville State make a comeback here? I just realized I made them the home team even though they're supposed to be attacking. So that's really awkward, but it doesn't matter. UAB is going to win. Shout out Blazers.
Finally starting to pick off some of these little tiny ones here. Yeah, see ya, Jacksonville. Oops, I just colored over the dragon. That's awkward. And we're spinning the wheel. There's only 122 teams left. Let's see who's next. It's gonna be the Ohio Bobcats. Which way are the Bobcats attacking? They're going southwest. Looks like they're taking on Kentucky.
Kentucky and Ohio, I feel like Kentucky should be able to handle this one pretty easily. But stranger things have happened. Michigan's already out, so 21-3 though, 21-10, now 28-10 at half. Kentucky's got a dominant lead, 18 points. Can they extend their lead? They can't. Can Ohio come back? No. That's gonna do it, folks. 38-10, now 41-10. Kentucky's gonna take this one.
A little bit of coloring here. Knock out Ohio. Kentucky is moving into Ohio. These teams better watch out. Ohio State, you're next. 121 teams remain. Who will not make the top 120? Let's find out. Cincinnati will be attacking. Which way? They're going southeast. They're taking on Kentucky. I told you Kentucky was coming.
Back-to-back games for Kentucky, ironically. Maybe that last game was a good warm-up for them, but it doesn't seem so. They're off to a 10-3 deficit at the end of the first. They now tie it up 10-10. Can they score before half? They do, but it's only 17-13, now 17-16, now 24-16. Kentucky needs 2. They don't get it. 24-22. Can Kentucky get the ball back? They can't. Cincinnati is gonna spoil Kentucky's new land.
Kentucky just got this land. That's sad. Oh, well, too bad. Bye, Kentucky. All right, here's your top 120 teams in the college football world. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's gonna be the Michigan State Spartans. Which way will Michigan State be going? They're going west. They're taking on Wisconsin.
Michigan State, Wisconsin, this should be a good one. Wisconsin's up 3-0, 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Michigan State responds with a touchdown of their own, now 10-7. Another one, now another 28-10 at half. Now 35-10. We might get an attacker win here. Although Wisconsin's making a comeback, but it won't be enough. Michigan State's gonna hold on for the win.
Yep. Little bit of a red outline, but that's okay. You get the point. And we're spinning the wheel again. Let's see who the next team's gonna be. It's gonna be South Alabama. Which way will South Alabama be attacking? They're going south. They're taking on Florida State. All right.
Can South Alabama pull off the upset? It's possible. We've seen stranger things this episode, but unlikely. 10-9, though. They've got 3 field goals. Off to a hot start here for South Alabama. At half, 10-9 still. Can they pull off an upset? 13-9. They scored. Touchdown, 16-13. Can they hold on? No. Florida State ties it. Can they go for the win? No. Overtime. Florida State gets the touchdown, and South Alabama does not. That is the end of South Alabama, unfortunately.
All right, we got to just color a little bit here, South Alabama, and there you go. Around and around and around it goes. Where it stops, no one knows. It's San Jose State. They really only have one direction they could go, so I guess they can go south. Yeah, USC.
All right, San Jose State taking on USC. Can USC fight off the upset? San Jose State could do it. It's possible. Not looking good, though. 13-3 now, 20-3 now, 20-10 going into halftime. USC's got a 10-point lead. Make that a 17, but back to 10, back to 17-point lead. Now a 24-point lead. The Trojans are going to take this one. Fight on.
Yep. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team it's gonna be. Mississippi State. Let's see which way Mississippi State will be going. They're going up. Mississippi State versus Ole Miss.
Big rivalry game. The Battle of Mississippi. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be Ole Miss or will it be Mississippi State? Ole Miss is out to a 14-10 point lead at the end of the first. Now 17, now 24, back to 24-17. 7-point lead at half for Ole Miss. They take a 10-point lead. Can they hold on to the fourth quarter? Now a 13-point lead, down to 6. Mississippi State with a chance to win it, and they do! Mississippi State knocks off Ole Miss on the last play.
See, Ole Miss, nice having you around, but unfortunately, your time has come to an end. A lot of top 10 teams are already out of it. Tough break, huh? And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is up next. It's gonna be the Penn State Nittany Lions. And Penn State's going to be going west. I believe that'll put them against Pitt.
All right, the Battle of Pennsylvania. Let's see if Penn State will crush Pittsburgh or if it will be an upset for Pitt. And by the time I was done yapping, Penn State's already off to a 19-point lead. Good math, me. Thanks, me. Yeah, Penn State's running away with this one. This was some questionable commentary, but all you need to know is Penn State won. So, go Lions.
Another win for the attacking team. Shout out Penn State. I knew you had it in you. We are Penn State. And let's spin the wheel. The next team up is going to be the West Virginia Mountaineers. And West Virginia will be going east. They're taking on... I think they're taking on JMU. I think that hits the tan first.
All right, JMU getting their first action against West Virginia, and West Virginia is off to a hot start, 14-0 here. Now 17-0. JMU responds with a field goal. Can they respond again? They cannot. Halftime, 17-3. James Madison gets a field goal. West Virginia is running away with this one, 31-6 at the end of 3. This one is going to come out in favor of the Mountaineers.
All right, JMU, welcome to Division I football. It was nice having you, and now you're gone. Spin the wheel again. This time it's gonna be San Diego State. And San Diego State's gonna take on, going north, they're taking on USC.
Let's see if the Trojans can once again defend their home stadium. They're up 7-0, now 7-3, now 7-6 after another field goal from the Aztecs. Trojans march down, they get 14. San Diego State responds. USC gets a field goal before half, 17-13. Can USC pull away 24-13, now 31-13, now 38-20, there it goes, USC with another win at home.
Let's go ahead and color in all of Southern California for the University of Southern California. There you go. There's only 3 teams left in California. 113 remain. Who will be the next team? It's gonna be UNC. And which way will UNC be attacking? West. There's a lot happening in North Carolina. Looks like they're taking on Wake Forest here.
A North Carolina battle. UNC is out to an early lead, 7-0. Now 7-3. Wake Forest gets their field goal. They get another field goal. UNC responds with a touchdown. Wake Forest responds with a touchdown, 14-13 at half. UNC gets a field goal and another one out at half. Now 23, another field goal. Wake Forest responds with a touchdown. They're down 3. Can they score? They do. Couldn't they send it to overtime? No, UNC is going to score a touchdown, and that's going to do it. UNC is moving on.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. Here goes another team out. Now only 112 remain. Look at that. All right, once again, it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see what team we got. It's gonna be the Alabama Crimson Tide. Which way will Alabama be going? They're going north. I think they're taking on UAB here. It's close. I think UAB.
All right, the Battle of Alabama. UAB's off to an early lead, 7-0, now 10-0. Can UAB pull off the upset against Bama and send another top 10 team home? Bama's not going to let that happen that easy. 14-13 at halftime, but it's close. 21-13 now. UAB down by 8. They're going to need a 2-point conversion. They're not going to get it. Alabama's going to score. If UAB can get the ball back, they do, but they don't get the 2-point conversion. Oh no, UAB just barely loses to Bama.
Unfortunately, Bama Blitz was too much for the Blazers. They're taking an early drop off here. They didn't quite crack the top 110. What are we on right now? All right, we're spinning the wheel. The next team up is going to be the Georgia Southern Eagles. Which way will Georgia Southern be going? They're going north. That's going to put them against Georgia State. Big matchup here.
Rivalry game here between the Georgia Southern and Georgia State. Georgia State's off to an early lead, 7-0. Now 7-3, Georgia Southern with a touchdown of their own, 10-7 at halftime in favor of the Eagles. Now 13-7, can Georgia State respond? They can, 14-13, now 17-13, now 24-13. Georgia Southern fell apart at the end of that game, and Georgia State's gonna take it.
Could Georgia State be the team to beat in Georgia? Let's spin the wheel. The next team is going to be another Georgia team, Georgia Tech. Which way will Georgia Tech be going? They're going north. They're going to take on Kennesaw State.
A hefty battle of Georgia. Kennesaw State's out to an early lead, but Georgia Tech responds. Now tied up. Now Georgia Tech scores 3 straight touchdowns right before halftime. That's going to put them in the lead by 21. Now 28. Now 31. Now 34. That one was never close, unfortunately. Rest in peace, Kennesaw State.
They're hanging out with Bama now. Big powerhouses left in Georgia. All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. The next team playing is gonna be my alma mater, shout out, the Utah Utes. Which way will Utah be attacking? They'll be going southeast, and they're taking on the BYU Cougars.
It is time for the Holy War. Let's see who's going to take this one home. BYU out to an early lead with a 10-0 now at the end of the first. Can Utah get on the board? They can. 10-3. BYU going to score twice. 24-6. Oh no, not looking good for my Utes, huh? Now it's 27-6. Now 34. Utah coming back, but it's a little too late. Now 48-20 is the final. Unfortunately, Utah loses.
Boo. I hate BYU. Boo. And we're spinning the wheel. What team is next? It's gonna be the Georgia Bulldogs. Which way's Georgia gonna go? They're gonna go east. Oh, Georgia's taking on Clemson.
This could be a tough one early on for Georgia. Let's see if Georgia can pull it off. Clemson out to an early lead here, 10-0 at the end of the first. Georgia's going to get their first touchdown. They're on the board. Can Clemson respond? They can. 17-7 now. Can they score again? No, Georgia will score before half, but Clemson scores coming out of half. Still a 10-point lead for Clemson. Can they take down the number 1 team in the country? Georgia puts up a touchdown of their own. Can they score again? They can. Will it go in overtime? It will. Georgia scores. Clemson scores. Clemson gets a field goal. And Georgia gets the touchdown, and Georgia just barely survives the upset.
Tough to already lose Clemson, but what a game that one was, huh? I bet that would have been a fun one to watch an overtime game of. And we're spinning the wheel again. This time it's gonna be Duke. Which way will Duke be going? They're going southwest, and they're taking on UNC.
Here we go, the game for the victory bell. Who's gonna come out on top? Duke out to an early lead to end the first quarter. Now it's 10-10. UNC with the ball. No, they turn it over. 10-10 is the score at halftime. Duke comes out with the ball. They score a field goal. They're up 13-10. Now UNC gets a touchdown, 17-13. Can they hold on to the lead? No, they can't. Duke scores a touchdown at the end, and they upset UNC. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really see that one coming. I was already ready to announce UNC the winner, and then Duke out of nowhere. Who saw that one coming? Only 106 remain. Who's gonna be next? It's gonna be Coastal Carolina. And which way will Coastal be going? They're going east. All right, they're taking on East Carolina.
Battle of the Carolinas. Will Coastal take the coast, or will East Carolina take the coast? Sorry, that was bad commentary. ECU's out to an early lead, 10-3, now 10-6. Can they score before half? They can. 17-6, now 24-6, now 31-6. East Carolina 38, now 38-13, 45-52. Wow. East Carolina, I think, has the most points scored out of anyone so far. Who knew? Who saw it coming?
How about that? East Carolina. They're claiming the whole coast for themselves. They are the new Coastal Carolina. All right, spinning the wheel down to 105. Which team will it be? It's going to be Penn State again. And which way will Penn State be attacking? They're going southeast. I believe that's going to put them against Maryland for the rest of Pennsylvania and Maryland.
All right, this is for two states here. Who's going to come out on top? Will it be Maryland or will it be Penn State? Penn State's got an early lead, 6-0, now 13-0, now 16-0. Is Maryland going to get on the board before half? They are not. Penn State's going to score again and again. It is now 30-3. I don't believe Maryland's coming back from this one. They got a garbage time touchdown, but that's not going to do it. 33-23 is the final. Penn State will be taking Pennsylvania and Maryland.
We are Penn State. All right, look, I think they have, well, I guess... kind of forgot about like Wyoming and Minnesota. I was gonna say they have the most land, but that's just not true. Spin the wheel again and let's see what team is gonna be next. It's looking like Alabama again. All right, where's Alabama headed? They're going southwest. Big matchup. They're taking on Mississippi State.
Highway 82 or 52 or something here is on the line. Alabama, Mississippi State. Bama's out to an early lead. Mississippi State misses an extra point. That could come back to bite them, but Bama, I guess, misses it too, so it doesn't matter. But Mississippi State up at halftime, 20-16. Can they pull off the upset and knock off another top 10 team? Mississippi State already beat Ole Miss. Can they beat Bama? One last drive. They can! Wow! Mississippi State continues their miraculous run, and they beat Bama.
What a run for Mississippi State, huh? we're just gonna take a couple extra chunks of land here. How about that? Look at Mississippi State. Let's spin the wheel again. The next team is gonna be Utah State. Let's see which way Utah State's going. They're going northwest. They're taking on Boise State.
The first game for the Mountain West matchup of Boise State and Utah State. Utah State's out to an early lead, 10-0. Boise State's fighting back, 10-3. Make it 13-3. Make it 13-10. 20-10 at halftime. 23-10 at halftime. Utah State takes a 13-point lead. Boise responds with a touchdown. They're down 6. They're now up 1. They need a touchdown here. Utah State does. They don't get it. Boise State wins.
See ya, Utah State. We're basically just painting the whole state of Utah blue. So, there you go. 102 teams remain. Let's see who the next team's gonna be. It's gonna be the UNLV Rebels. Which way will the Rebels be going? They're going south. Oh, unfortunately, they're going to have to take on USC.
My wonderful institution of law taking on USC. They're off to an early deficit, 7-0. Can UNLV respond? They can't. Can they this time? 7-3 now. Now 10-7. Can UNLV pull off the upset? 14-10 at halftime in favor of the Trojans. UNLV does not score. USC does. UNLV responds. It's 21-16. UNLV with a chance to win it. They take the lead. USC the other way. Now they're in overtime. A field goal both ways. USC has a chance to win it, and they do. They get the touchdown. UNLV only gets a field goal. Unfortunate end for my future alma mater.
Sorry, UNLV. Tough break, but they ran into the USC Trojans, who could be a favorite in this one. They've already taken a decent chunk of land here. 101 teams remain. Only one team will not make the top 100. Who are we looking at? It's going to be LSU. Who will the Tigers be taking on? They're going southeast. That's going to put them against Tulane.
The battle for the rag. Who will make the top 100 and who will not? LSU is out to a 10-0 lead. Now 17-0. Tulane responds 17-7. Now LSU back on the board 24-7. Had a slight stroke there. 31-7. Still in favor of the Tigers. Doesn't look like Tulane is going to take this one. They're going to be the last team to not make the top 100. Unfortunately, LSU is moving on.
We're just erasing the bay here. No one's ever going to notice. We are down to 100 teams. If your team has made it this far, congratulations, you're in the top 100 of Imperialism. The next team is going to be the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Which way will Eastern Michigan be going? They're going west-northwest. I think that's going to put them against Michigan State here.
Here we go, Eastern Michigan taking on Michigan State. I'm kind of interested to see who's going to come out of Michigan since Michigan lost in the round 3. I don't even remember. 14-10 here now at halftime in favor of the Spartans. Can the Eagles pull off the upset? Doesn't appear that they want to. This one's not been super exciting. 17-10, Eastern Michigan, chance to win it. They don't. Sorry, Eastern Michigan. You tried your best. That's all that matters.
And just going to color this another shade of green. Congratulations, Michigan State. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who's up next. It's going to be Virginia. Which way will Virginia be attacking? They're going to go northwest. That's going to put them against West Virginia.
Cavaliers taking on the Mountaineers. Mountaineers off to an early lead. Virginia ties it back up now 7-7. Virginia driving, they score. Sorry, West Virginia driving, they score. Virginia now takes the lead 16. Now West Virginia back 21-16. West Virginia kicks a field goal. Virginia needs a touchdown and the 2. They don't get it. West Virginia's moving on. The Mountaineers defeat the Cavaliers.
Yo, don't let West Virginia get hot. They're going to take over. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team is going to be. It'll be Northwestern. Which way is Northwestern going? They're going east. I mean, technically, they're playing Western Michigan.
Here we go. Northwestern taking on Western Michigan. Western Michigan off to another lead. 7-0. Now 14-0. Can Western Michigan get the upset here? Now 21-0. Northwestern responds, but Western Michigan responds before half 28-7 in favor of the Broncos. Can the Wildcats come back? They put up a touchdown, 28-14. Western Michigan now with a chance. No. Northwestern with a chance. No. Western Michigan with a chance to put it away. They do. Western Michigan upsets Northwestern.
Northwestern making their move across the lake. They're into Illinois. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. It's going to be West Virginia. Will West Virginia continue their reign? They're going to go southeast. Looks like they're taking on Liberty.
Can West Virginia continue their reign of dominance? They're off to an early lead, 7-0 now, 14-0. West Virginia making a move. Can Liberty stop them? No. 21-0 now, 21-7. Going into halftime, 28-7, West Virginia in the lead. Liberty makes the deficit 14, now 11, now 5. West Virginia looking to hold on. They get a touchdown. They're up 12. Liberty strikes back, but it is not in time. West Virginia, once again, is moving on.
Look at West Virginia. What'd I say? Don't let them get hot. They're moving. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team's gonna be. It's Troy. Which way will Troy be attacking? They're going northeast. Had to think about that for a second. Looks like they're taking on Auburn.
Auburn and Troy. Can Troy pull off the upset, or will Auburn continue their streak of dominance against Troy? 21-10, now 28-10 in favor of Auburn, now 28-17, 28-20 at halftime. Troy's keeping it close. Auburn looking to pull away. They go up 42-23 at the end of the third. Still 42-23, and the clock is going to expire. Auburn is going to win this one.
See ya, Troy. Nice having you. And you're gone. Let's see the next team. It's gonna be Michigan State. Which way will Michigan State be attacking? They're going northwest. They're going to take on Central Michigan.
Will the Spartans take over Michigan, or will the Chippewas take all the hard work of the Michigan State Spartans? It is 7-6 at the end of the first in favor of Central Michigan. Michigan State responds twice now, 20-7, but it is 20-14 at halftime. Central Michigan looking to score. They don't. Can Michigan State score? They do. Make it a 9-point game. That's 2 possessions. Can Central Michigan come back? They get the ball back. They got a chance to win it. They don't. Michigan State holds on to the victory.
We have finally merged Wisconsin and Michigan. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's gonna be the UCLA Bruins. Which way will UCLA be attacking? They're facing USC. It's time for USC-UCLA.
Big rivalry game. We got USC, we got UCLA. Let's see if USC can continue their streak and take down another California opponent. It is 14-7, now 21-7 at halftime in favor of USC. Now make that 28-10 at the end of the third quarter. UCLA trying to come back. It is too little too late. They need 2 scores, and they can't do it. USC moves on again. And there's the victory bell.
And see ya, UCLA. Nice having you. We're down to the final 2 in California already. And let's spin the wheel. It's gonna be UConn. Which way will UConn be attacking? They're going east. Looks like we got UConn taking on Boston College.
Listen, I know that was technically in Rhode Island, but we're just gonna have them play for Rhode Island here. The winner of this game gets Rhode Island and the other territory. Boston College is off to an early lead, 14-0, now 17-0. UConn scores 17-3, now 24-3 in favor of Boston College. Make that 31-3, 31-6. Now UConn responds with a field goal, 34-6. UConn gets a touchdown. I'm glad they can go out in style, but that was never close.
So there you go, Rhode Island and Connecticut for Boston College. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team is. It's gonna be Kent State. Which way will Kent State be attacking? They're going southeast. Looks like Kent State's taking on Akron.
The matchup you've all been waiting for, Kent State versus Akron. Who will win this coveted matchup of the wagon wheel? Is that what it's for? I think it's for the wagon wheel. 10-7 now in favor of Akron. Akron's got the lead at halftime, 13-7. Can Kent State respond? They don't. Can Akron pull away? They can't. Kent State's going to take the lead by 1 point, 14-3. They get a field goal to extend their lead, and that's going to do it. Kent State is the winner of the wagon wheel.
And in addition to the wagon wheel, they get all this land too. Wow, look at that. Don't you want to be Kent State right now? Once again, it is time to spin the wheel. The next team is going to be Mizzou. Which way will Missouri be attacking? They're going south. Ooh, looks like we got Mizzou taking on Arkansas.
We got a top 10 team back in action on Imperialism. They're off to an early lead, 3-0. At the end of one, still 3-0. Can Arkansas respond? They can't, but Missouri scores. Now Arkansas responds, 10-7. Now 10-10, all knotted up at the end of the third quarter. Who's going to take the fourth? Arkansas with a touchdown. Missouri gets one, and they get the ball, and they score again. Arkansas scores again, but it's not going to be enough. Missouri kicks the game-winning field goal as time expired. They just scored like 100 points in the fourth quarter. I couldn't even keep up.
That's rather unfortunate for Arkansas. They literally have nothing left. They have been taken over by SMU and Missouri. Womp womp. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is up next. It's gonna be Miami. Which way's Miami going? They're going south. They can't really go south, so they're gonna play FIU.
The fake U taking on Florida International. Can they pull off the upset? It's unlikely, but stranger things have happened this video. 10-3 in favor of Miami, now 17-3, now 17-10 at halftime. Miami gets a field goal coming out half and another touchdown. They're up by 17. Can FIU surmount the deficit? They cannot. Miami is moving on.
To clarify, they're the fake U because Utah is really the U. Just thought I'd let you guys know. And we're spinning the wheel. The next team is going to be the Ragin' Cajuns. Where is Louisiana going? They're going south. West. All right, they're taking on Rice.
Here we go, Louisiana taking on Rice. Another great matchup here. This is what everyone came to see. 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Rice driving down the field. They don't score. They do score before halftime, 7-0 in favor of Rice. Louisiana responds out of halftime, 7-7. Rice gets one back, 14-7. Louisiana responds 14-14. Now Rice with a field goal, 17-14. Louisiana with a chance to win it. They get a touchdown. Can Rice respond? No. Louisiana Otherwise, moving on.
Louisiana's dipping into Texas here. See ya, Rice. Stick to academics. 88 teams still remaining. Who's gonna be next? It's gonna be Southern Mississippi. Which way will Southern Mississippi be going? They're going northeast. Oh, they're taking on Mississippi State.
Southern Mississippi, Mississippi State. Will Mississippi State continue their dominant imperialism run, or will Southern Mississippi be the team to stop them? It is 3-0 in favor of Southern Mississippi. Mississippi State looking to score before half. They do. 7-3. Southern Mississippi also gets a field goal before half. That's 7-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. It is now 14-6 at the end of the third quarter. Can Southern Mississippi make a comeback? They score. They do not get the 2-point conversion, and that's going to do it. Mississippi State is moving on.
Mississippi is now completely owned by Mississippi State. Who saw it coming?
New roads, take me home. Can West Virginia continue their imperialism run? They're up 10-0 on Marshall, now 17-0, 17-7, now 24-7, 24-14 at halftime. West Virginia with a 10-point lead. They extend it to 17. Can Marshall respond? No, but West Virginia's going to score again and again. Wow, who saw this run coming? West Virginia has been the most imperialism dominant team. That made sense.
And now West Virginia solely belongs to West Virginia. I believe there's 87 teams left. Let's spin the wheel and see who our next team's gonna be. It's looking like Oak State. Which way is Oklahoma State going? They're going west. Looks like they're taking on Texas Tech.
Oak State, Texas Tech. Will Texas Tech knock off Oklahoma State and take out another top 25 team from our imperialism? Oklahoma State's out to an early lead, 24-14 now. Now 24-21 at halftime, 31-21 at halftime, correction. 38-21 now, 38-28 at the end of the third. Oklahoma State scores again, Texas Tech scores again, 48-35 is the score, and that's going to be the final score. They run out the clock and Oak State wins it.
Unfortunately, now Oak State is bordering UNT, so could get ugly for them. Let's just say that. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. It's gonna be Charlotte. Which team is Charlotte taking on? They're going northwest. Looks like they're taking on, I think they're taking on Duke here.
Can Duke keep advancing, or will Charlotte play spoiler to Duke? Charlotte's off to a lead in the first quarter, 3-3. Duke ties it up. Well, they were off to a 3-0 lead. Then Duke tied up 3-3. Now it's 10-6 in favor of Charlotte at the end of the half. Charlotte is leading Duke 10-6. Duke now with a chance to score. They do 10-13. Charlotte gets another touchdown. They get another one. 24-21. Duke responds. 31-28. Charlotte pulls off the upset. Duke has been defeated by Charlotte.
Must admit I didn't really see that one come in, but look at Charlotte, man. 84 teams remain. Who's gonna be next? It's gonna be South Carolina. Which way will the fake USC be going? They're going north. Based on this strip of land, it looks like it's Coastal Carolina.
Just realized I said Coastal Carolina. I meant East Carolina. You know what I was talking about because, I referred to them as the new Coastal. Anyway, South Carolina up 3-0, now 10-0. East Carolina responds 10-7, 17-7 now at halftime. Now 20-7. East Carolina needs a score. They don't get it. End of the third, 23-7, now 23-13, now 30-13. That's the end of our East Carolina run, unfortunately.
A rather unfortunate fate for East Carolina, but South Carolina might be gaining some momentum here. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's gonna be the Syracuse Orange. Which way Syracuse going? They're going northeast. Okay, they get to play UMass, and the winner gets all the states.
Here we go. The battle for 3 states. Technically, like 3.5, I guess. Anyway, Syracuse up 7-3, but Massachusetts responds 10-7. Syracuse gets their own field goal. It is 20-13 at halftime. They scored a lot there. 23-13 now. UMass looking to respond. They do. And they get another. It is now tied at 23. Syracuse with a field goal. Can UMass come the other way? They cannot. Syracuse moves on.
Syracuse picking up some states over here. Shout out the Syracuse Mets. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's gonna be Mississippi State. Mississippi State, can they continue? They're gonna be going southwest. That's really interesting. I think they're gonna play LSU here.
It's gotta happen eventually. We might as well settle it right now. Can Mississippi State solidify themselves as a real contender? They are currently down 14-6 in the second quarter. Looking to score before half, they do. 14-13 at halftime. 21-13 in favor of LSU. Now 21-21, now 24 all. At the end of the third quarter, we are tied at 24. LSU looking to score, they do. They get the touchdown, and they put away Mississippi State. LSU ends our best run of imperialism.
Rather unfortunate end to the Mississippi State run. It was one of the best early games we've seen in imperialism. Sad to see it go. 81 teams remain. Who will not see the top 80? It's gonna be Iowa State taking on the Southeast team. They're taking on Mizzou.
The battle for the telephone to make the top 80. Will Iowa State knock off a top 10? They're up 7-0 early. Looking to extend their lead? No. Missouri gets a field goal. Iowa State gets a field goal. They get another 13-3 at halftime. Now 19-3, 19-6 now. Can Missouri make the comeback in the third quarter? They get one. A chance to win it here. They score and get the extra point. Can Iowa State kick a field goal? They can. Can Missouri score the other way? They can. Wow. I have no idea what just happened at the end there. Mizzou wins the battle of the telephone.
I thought we were about to lose another top 10 team. I have no idea how Mizzou came out on top. But here is the top 80 of our imperialism. 80 teams remain. Who is going to be next? It'll be Wyoming. Which way will Wyoming be attacking? They're going southwest. That's southeast. Good looks, me. That's going to be Colorado State.
The battle for the bronze boot. It's the Rams and it's the Cowboys. Wyoming takes an early lead 7-0 in the first quarter. Now with the ball back, looking to score again, they don't. Colorado State scores the other way, but Wyoming answers. 14-7 now at halftime. Now 21, now 28, now 35-7 in favor of Wyoming. This one's not looking good for Colorado State, but they're mounting a comeback. They are within 7, but it's too late. Wyoming takes the game.
And see ya, Colorado State. We're down to 79. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team is going to be next? It's going to be the Miami Hurricanes. Which way will Miami be attacking? They don't really have too many options. Try again. They can't go that way. Oh, wow. Did you say up? What? They're facing South Florida.
The fake U taking on USF. Can USF pull off the upset? They're down 7-0 early. Miami with a chance to extend their lead. They don't get it. Now with another chance, 10-0 now in favor of Miami. USF scores before half, making it 10-7. Now 17-7, now 24, now 24-14, now 24-17. USF is within one touchdown, but the U extends their lead. And they're gonna take it. The fake U. Congratulations. There is no U in Miami, though.
Sorry, USF. It was nice having you, but unfortunately, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team's going to be next? It'll be Middle Tennessee. And which way will Middle Tennessee be attacking? They're going southeast. If we're going from the logo, it's LSU. Yeah, I think it's LSU here.
Can Middle Tennessee pull off the upset against LSU? They're off to an early lead, 7-0, now 14-0. LSU responds with a field goal, 14-3. Middle Tennessee with one of their own and a touchdown, 24-3. If Middle Tennessee can steal all this land from LSU, that would be kind of funny. LSU now looking to make their comeback. Middle Tennessee scores up by 11 at the end of the third. LSU gets a touchdown, though. Middle Tennessee looking to run out the clock or take the... Did they extend their lead and they win it? Middle Tennessee with the upset on LSU. Wow, who saw that one coming?
Gotta be honest, did not see that one coming. Just not even remotely saw that one coming. But Middle Tennessee... Who knew? We're spinning the wheel. Let's see who our next team's gonna be. It'll be Sam Houston. Which way will Sam Houston be going? North. Looks like they're taking on SMU.
SMU has been on a roll in this imperialism so far, and they're off to an early lead, 14-7, now 17-7. Can Sam Houston respond? They can, 24-17, 31-17. Now SMU trying to pull away. They have an 18-point lead at the end of the third quarter. This one's not looking good for Sam Houston. They need a miracle. They do not get it. SMU continues their imperialism dominance.
Sam Houston, you made the top 76, 77. So, good for you, but you will not make it any further. Goodbye. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team is. It'll be Notre Dame. And which way will Notre Dame be attacking? They're going east. Looks like they're taking on Ball State.
Notre Dame versus Ball State. Notre Dame should take this one pretty handedly, but we've seen stranger things happen in this Imperialism. Notre Dame out to an early lead 21-3, 28-13 at halftime. They got a 15-point lead. Can Ball State respond? No. Notre Dame scores and they score again. 42-13. It is too little, too late. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish are moving on.
And the South Bend is taking over here. Notre Dame taking a nice chunk of Indiana here. Back to the wheel. The next team is gonna be Boston College. Which way will Boston College be attacking? They're going west. Think that's gonna put them against Army.
Boston College and Army. Boston College off to an early lead. Now 14-0 at the end of half. Can Army respond? They can. 14-7. Boston College now looking to score. They do. 21-7. And they get another before half. 28-7. Now 35-7. This one got out of hand for Army really quickly. Looks like Boston College is taking it there. Moving on.
It's not that different of a color, but I'm also colorblind, so there you go. Boston College. And we're spinning the wheel. 74 teams remain. The next team is gonna be Florida State. Almost Boston College again. Which way is Florida State attacking? They're going west. They can't really go west. Oh, they can go west. They're taking on Florida. I thought they had this whole strip. Apparently they don't.
The Sunshine Showdown. Florida State and Florida. Can Florida pull off the upset at home? Florida State's off to a 10-0 lead in the first quarter. Florida State responds 17-14 at halftime in favor of the Seminoles. Florida State scores a touchdown. They're up by 9. Can Florida make up the deficit? No. Florida State's going to score again, and that's going to do it. Florida State is your winner of the Sunshine Showdown.
There is no telling who's coming out of this southeast part of the map. I think Georgia State is still the biggest threat down here. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team is next? It's going to be Michigan. No, Iowa. Which way is Iowa going to be attacking? They're going south. Iowa's taking on Mizzou.
Iowa versus Mizzou. The battle of the yellow Midwesterners. That's so stupid. It is 0-0 at the end of the first. Now 7-0 in favor of Mizzou. Now 10-0 in favor of Mizzou. Now 17-0 in favor of Mizzou. Now 24-0. Now 31-0. Is Iowa gonna get on the board? They are 31-7. Glad they could go out with their heads held high. Good for the Hawkeyes.
Well, Iowa, I hope you had fun while you were here for all those rounds. And, oops. Iowa is now fully owned by Missouri. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team's going to be next? It will be the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Which way will the Bulldogs be attacking? They're going east. And they're taking on Louisiana Monroe.
Can Louisiana Tech fight off General Booty and the UL Monroe Warhawks? Let's find out. It is 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Monroe looking to score. They do. They do again. 10-3 now in favor of the Warhawks. Now 17-3. Looking to score one more time before half. They do. 20-10 in favor of UL Monroe. Louisiana Tech looking to respond. They can't. But now with another chance, they do. They tie it up. They now have a chance to win it. They get a field goal. Can Monroe respond? They cannot. Louisiana Tech wins the matchup.
And it was nice having you, UL Monroe. Louisiana is now occupied by the Ragin' Cajuns, the Bulldogs, and Middle Tennessee. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team is next? It's gonna be Air Force. Which way will Air Force be attacking? They're going west. Looks like they're taking on BYU.
Can the Falcons pull off the upset against the Cougars? It is 3-0. Now 10-0. Now 10-7. The Cougars looking to pull away 17-7 at halftime. Now 17-14. Now 20-14. Now 26-14 at the end of the third. Can Air Force pull off the comeback in the fourth? They cannot. The Cougars are moving on.
This is literally the same color. See, Air Force BYU is expanding into Colorado. We're down to the final 70 teams. We're almost halfway done. The next team is gonna be the Georgia Bulldogs. Which way will Georgia be attacking? They're going northeast. Looks like they're taking on App State.
If there's one team that knows about upsets, it's App State. Let's see if they can do it here and take down the Georgia Bulldogs. It is 7-6, now 9-6 in favor of the Mountaineers, now 12-6 in favor of the Mountaineers, and they get another touchdown, 19-7 now at halftime. Georgia scores coming out at half. They're now up 22-19. Can App State respond? They'd get a field goal. Georgia scores a touchdown. App State responds and gets another touchdown, 36-29. Looking to put the game away. They do! App State pulls off the upset against Georgia. Wow.
I told you guys, Georgia State's the team to beat in Georgia. Can't believe that actually worked. 69 remain. Nice. Let's see who's next. It's gonna be Purdue. And which way will Purdue be attacking? They're going southwest. Looks like they're taking on Illinois.
The battle for the Purdue Cannon. Let's see who's going to take this one. It is 7-3, now 14-3 in favor of the Boilermakers. Looking to extend their lead, they do. Illinois responds with a touchdown of their own. It is 17-10 at halftime. Illinois looking to tie it up. They do. 17-17 at the end of the third. Illinois with a field goal. Purdue with a touchdown. They're up 24-20. Now 27. Illinois with a chance to score, and they can't do it. Purdue is moving on.
I mean, in a matchup called the Battle for the Purdue Cannon, you would think that Purdue would win that one, huh? And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team's gonna be next. It'll be Memphis. Which way will Memphis be attacking? They're going west. Looks like they're taking on Mizzou.
Unfortunately for Missouri, they keep winning, so they sure have a lot of land that's gonna make them play a lot if they're gonna win this. But not if Memphis takes them down first. Memphis is up 17-7 here, now 17-14, and now they're down 21-17. I spoke too soon. They now take the lead back 24-21. Another chance to score. They get a field goal, 27-21. Another field goal, 30. Now Missouri's going to have a chance to win it here, and they do. Can Memphis respond? No! Missouri with another last-second win.
But unfortunately, that gives Missouri 3 more teams to be able to face, so it might be tough for Missouri to win this one. And we're spinning the wheel. The next team's gonna be Boston College. Which way will Boston College be attacking? They're going south. They're gonna take on Rutgers.
Boston College, Rutgers. Let's see if Rutgers can take down Boston College, who has been a low-key hot team here. 10-3 in favor of Rutgers at the end of the first. Now 10-6. Now 13-9 into halftime. Boston College with 2 consecutive scores. They're up by 10 at the end of the third. Now up by 17, back to 10. Now to 13. Rutgers scores, but it is too late. Boston College is again moving on.
Boston College adding a new state to their expansion. They're going to take over all of New Jersey here. And we're spinning the wheel again. Let's see who the next team's gonna be. Looking like Tennessee. Which way will Tennessee be going? They're going northeast. Looks like they're taking on Virginia Tech.
Tennessee versus Virginia Tech. VTech has a chance to knock off another top 25 team already. They're up 6-0 here. Tennessee looking to respond. They get a field goal. They also get a touchdown before half. 10-6 is the score. 13-10 now in favor of the Hokies. It is 13-all. Now 16-13. Tennessee with a touchdown. Virginia Tech have a touchdown of their own. They got the lead. Tennessee scores another touchdown, and that's gonna do it. Tennessee gets the win on the road.
Little expansion here for Tennessee, but it's modest, not doing too much. We're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team is next. It's gonna be Buffalo. Which way will Buffalo be attacking? They're going southwest. Looks like they're taking on Penn State.
Not gonna lie, Buffalo pulling off the upset on the road against Penn State would be really funny. Penn State's up 7-0 at the end of the first. Buffalo responds. They tie it up. Now looking to respond again, 14, now 21-14 in favor of Penn State at halftime. Can Buffalo respond? No, they can't. Penn State extends their lead to 14. Buffalo gets one back, now with a chance to come back, but it is too late. Penn State kicked a field goal to extend their lead, and that's going to do it.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the Buffalo upset, so there you go, Penn State. Go crazy. I bet you feel really good about beating Buffalo. 64 teams remain. I forgot to mention that we did pass the halfway point, so hopefully you were paying attention. Miami, Ohio is our next team. Which way will they be attacking? They're going northeast. I think that's Kent State, honestly.
We got some action, baby. Kent State and Miami. Miami off to an early lead, 7-0. Kent State responds, 7-7. Now Kent State with another, 21-14 at halftime. Miami was able to score before half, 21. Now 28. Miami scores 28-21. They score again, 35-21. Now 42-21. Miami, Ohio takes down Kent State.
That win is coming at the hands of Brent Gabbert, baby. Best quarterback in college football. 63 remain. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team is. It'll be UCF. UCF only has 2 choices here. It looks like they're going up and taking on Florida State.
After this match, only 2 Florida teams will remain. Will it be Miami and Florida State, or will it be Miami and UCF? Let's find out. Florida State off to a 17-7 lead, 24-14, now 31-14. Can UCF score before half? They can't. Florida State is up 31-21. Now UCF has scored 38-21. Florida State did respond with a touchdown, and that's gonna do it. Florida State is moving on.
All right, UCF, nice having you. And we're down to just Miami and Florida State in Florida. Who's going to win it? And we're spinning the wheel. 62 teams left. Who's going to be next? It'll be USC. Which way will USC be attacking? They're going southeast. That's going to put them against... I think Arizona.
This is for a lot of land here. USC hasn't been doing a lot of attacking. They've been doing a lot of defending. 14-7, now 14-14. Arizona scores 21. USC scores 21. USC gets a field goal before half. Arizona is up 28-23. Now 31. USC ties it up at the end of the third. 31-31. USC gets a field goal. Can Arizona score? They can. Can USC score? They can. USC walks it off with a touchdown of their own at the very last second, and they're taking the southern portion of Arizona.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of rocking with USC in this Imperialism. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team's gonna be next? It will be Oregon State. Which way will the Beavers be attacking? They're going west. That's the closest to Oregon, so we'll do the Civil War here.
The Battle of Oregon. Shout out to Oregon, my former institution of law. We're off to a hot 0-0 start. Oregon State scores. Oregon responds. Oregon now takes a 10-7 lead. Now a 17-7 lead. Now 24-7. Oregon's running away with this one. Can the Beavers respond? They get 3 on the board. But Oregon responds with a touchdown and a field goal of their own. This one's out of hand. The Ducks are taking this one. Let's go.
And Oregon officially belongs to the Ducks. There you have it. Let's keep moving. It's time to spin the wheel and see who our next team's gonna be. It'll be the Cougars. Which way will BYU be attacking? They're going northwest. They're taking on Boise State.
Boise State is off to a hot start, 24-7, now 24-10, now 24-17 is BYU making the comeback. No, it is too late. They're already down by 18. Looks like Boise State is going to take that one pretty handedly.
Cougs, you had a good run. Unfortunately, Boise State was just too dominant for you. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's going to be Colorado. Which way will Colorado be attacking? They're going north. They're taking on Wyoming.
I believe this is our first time seeing Colorado in this video. Let's see what they got. Wyoming is up 3-0 at the end of the first, now 3-3. Can Shador lift the Buffaloes past the Cowboys? They're up 20-3 at halftime. He went on a run there at the end of the second. Now 23-3. Wyoming feel free to score, and they do. 23-10, but that's too late. They cannot surmount the deficit, and Colorado is moving on.
Colorado stealing a big chunk of land here for not a lot of work, you know? That's just what happens when you're Wyoming. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team is. It's gonna be Louisiana. Which way are the Ragin' Cajuns attacking? They're going northeast. They're taking on Louisiana Tech.
Here we got the Battle of Louisiana. It's the Ragin' Cajuns and it's the Bulldogs. The Ragin' Cajuns are up 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now 17-0. Now 24-0. Now 24-0 at halftime. 24-8 Louisiana Tech scores. 24-11 now at the end of the third. 32-11. How did they even get to 32? Now 35. I have no idea what just happened there, but Louisiana is moving on.
Louisiana slowly but surely taking their state back. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. It's gonna be Nebraska for the first time today. Welcome to the video, Nebraska. Which way are you attacking? You're going southwest. Looks like you're taking on Kansas State.
Two teams making their Imperialism debut here. Kansas State off to an early lead, 3-0. Now 10-0. Can Nebraska come back? 10-7 now, 14-7. Nebraska does take the lead, 17-10 before half. Kansas State scores coming out at half, 17 all. Kansas State takes the lead, 20-17. Nebraska gets a touchdown of their own. Kansas State responds with a touchdown of their own. It is 31-30. Kansas State with a chance to win it, and they get stopped. Nebraska is moving on.
Welcome to the video, Nebraska. Way to make a statement in your first game, taking out the Wildcats. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team's next? It will be the Appalachian State. The team that took out Georgia. Which way will they be going? They're going northeast. Oh, looks like they're taking on Tennessee.
App State already has one big upset. Can they get another? Tennessee is up 3-0. Appalachian State looking to get on the board. They do. They tie it up at 3. Now they take the lead, 10-3. Now 10-10. They take a lead at halftime, 13-10. They score coming out of halftime, 20-10. Another field goal, 23-10. Another field goal, 26-10. Tennessee does not score. They do this time. They now have a chance to tie it. They do. It's in overtime. App State scores, and Tennessee does not. App State with another upset. Oh my goodness, App State.
Oh my goodness, these kids at App State are electric, taking out two of the biggest opponents in the league. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team will be next? It's gonna be Florida State. Which way will Florida State be attacking? They're going north. I think they're slightly to the left here, so I think Auburn is where we're gonna go. Because if you go here from the logo, it's Auburn.
Here we go, Florida State. Another game for them. They're down 7-3 early, looking to respond. No, Auburn's going to respond 14-6. Now 17-6. Auburn up 11. At half, they continue. They score again. Auburn is up 24-6, now 24-9. Florida State scores, but it might be too late. They actually have a chance to win it. No, they turn it over, and Auburn is going to run out the clock and take out Florida State.
Anticlimactic end for a team that was playing really well. It's kind of sad to see Florida State go like that. The team coming out of Florida just may be Auburn. It's kind of crazy that you can actually read the team names now. We're down to like 50 teams now. Syracuse is the next team. Which way will Syracuse be attacking? They're going northeast. They're taking on Boston College.
Big rivalry game here between Syracuse and Boston College. The winner will be taking pretty much all of New England. Boston College is up to 7-3 here. Syracuse looking to respond. They do get a field goal before halftime, 7-6 still in favor of Boston College. That is still the score at the end of the third, and now Boston College scores back-to-back touchdowns. Syracuse looking to respond. They need the 2. They get it. Boston College now with a field goal for a chance to win it, but Syracuse goes the other way and scores a touchdown. Syracuse pulls off the upset in the crazy game. That probably wasn't an upset, but they had me believing they weren't going to win, so Syracuse is moving on.
Syracuse has a lot of land to take over here. We're just gonna do this, and yep, there you go. Syracuse. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team's up next. It's gonna be Penn State. Which way will Penn State be attacking? They're going north, which means they're taking on Syracuse. Back-to-back games for Syracuse.
Can Syracuse pull off the upset and take out our 7 seed? They got a game at home, but they're down 3-0 at the end of the first. Syracuse now responds with a field goal, 3-3 at halftime. Penn State scores coming out of half, 10-3. Now 13-3. Syracuse gets a touchdown. Penn State gets a touchdown. Penn State with a field goal. Syracuse had a chance to score. They get one, but they are going for their second. They get it with no time. They win the game by 1 point. I stopped commentating because I didn't think it was possible, but it was. Do you believe in the Syracuse run?
See ya, Penn State. Nice having you, except it wasn't nice having you, because I believe in the Syracuse miracle run. We're starting to run out of teams on the map. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team is going to be. It'll be Miami. Miami only has one way they could go, so they're playing Auburn.
Miami and Auburn. Who is going to take Florida? Miami is up 10-7, now 10-10 at the end of the first quarter. Auburn scores 17-10. That's going to be the score at halftime. Auburn scores coming out of half, and they score again. They are up 17. Now 10, now 3. Miami makes a comeback. They have a chance to win it. Miami takes the lead by 1. Auburn with a chance to win. They score. Miami gets the touchdown. Miami comes back in overtime and gets the touchdown, and that's going to do it. Miami wins the game.
Miami is officially the team coming out of Florida. Good for them. We got 51 teams left. Someone is not going to make the top 50, and it's going to be Hawaii, or whoever Hawaii is attacking, it's going to be South. Try again. It's going to be... it's going to be... someone to the northwest. I was going from here, by the way, to clarify why I didn't let South slide. I think it's Texas State here. Oh, it actually might be more Texas. I think it's far enough that we go Texas here.
We might have set Hawaii up for failure, but you know, what can you do about it? Texas off to a 7-0 lead here. Now 14-0, my Hawaii response. Texas up 24-3, 24-10, 31-10 at halftime. Texas is looking to hold on here against Hawaii, and it's not going to be close. Hawaii is going to be the 51st team. They are not going to make the top 50. Sorry, Hawaii.
Texas is taking South Texas back from Hawaii, and additionally, Texas now owns the Hawaiian Islands. We are officially down to our top 50. Which team is going to be next? It'll be Oregon. Which way will Oregon be attacking? They're going northeast. I kind of think it's Boise State here. Am I crazy? I think it's Boise.
An actual matchup happening next year, except it's happening in Oregon. Oregon and Boise State. Oregon off to an early lead, 14-7. Boise State ties it up. Oregon retakes the lead, 21-17 now at halftime. Oregon looking to score out of half. They do, 28-17, now 31-17. They're up 2 possessions now on Boise State. They're up 16. Boise State's going to need a miracle. They're not going to get it. The Oregon Ducks are moving on.
That's unfortunately going to do it for the Broncos. I'm giving Oregon Montana 2 just for funsies. There you go. Oregon's taking over. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team is up next. It's going to be South Carolina. Which way will South Carolina be attacking? They're going southeast. It's not really an option. Let's try again. They're going to go north. I think it's straight here. They're going to take on Charlotte.
Charlotte, South Carolina. South Carolina is off to an early lead, 7-3 at the end of the first quarter. Charlotte responds 10-7. Can Charlotte pull off the upset against South Carolina? It is 10-10 at halftime. Charlotte takes the lead, 13-10, now 20-10 here. Can South Carolina respond? They can't. Charlotte can. Charlotte's up 10, now only 3. South Carolina with a chance to win it. They pull ahead, and that's gonna do it. The Gamecocks are not playing around anymore.
Fortunately, NC State is now completely surrounded by South Carolina, so I think next time we get either of them, they're going to have to play each other, I think, because I'm not sure I'm doing this whole Lesotho landlocked thing. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team is up next. It's going to be Ohio State. Which way will Ohio State be attacking? They're going north. Looks like they're taking on Miami, Ohio.
I believe this is Ohio State's first game in this Imperialism. They've kind of just been coasting so far. Let's see if they can back up their coasting here and make a late push. They're up 14-3, now 21-3, now 28-3. Not looking good for my boy Brent Gabbert and the Miami University Redhawks. This one was not particularly close, and Ohio State is going to get a decent chunk of land here.
Oh, hey, Ohio State. Nice of you to join us today. I'm glad you felt like finally playing a game and not coasting anymore. Maybe you'll have a tough time playing Toledo, a real franchise. And it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see who's up next. It's going to be Georgia Tech. Welcome to the game, Georgia Tech. Which way will Georgia Tech be attacking? They're going southwest. Looks like they're going to be taking on Miami.
Miami, Georgia Tech. The winner of this one is getting a big chunk of land if it's Tech. If it's Miami, they're getting not a lot, But Miami is gonna make light work here, 24-0 already at halftime. Might have to just chalk this one up. I mean, this is more of a all or nothing kind of game for Miami. So I think they knew they had to win that one.
Just a little land piece. Although Miami is bordering a lot of tough opponents now, so it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see who our next team is going to be. Middle Tennessee. Which way will Middle Tennessee be going? They're going west. Boy, that's... wow. I mean, they could play any of these teams. I guess if we're supposed to go from the logo, then it's technically Missouri. And I think that'd be a fun matchup, so let's do that.
Middle Tennessee and Missouri. Can Middle Tennessee knock off Missouri? Missouri's been flirting with disaster this whole time, but they are up 7-3 right now. Now up 14-3, and now 21-3, now 28-3, now 28-6, now 35-6, now 35-13. Yeah, this is unfortunate. Sorry, Middle Tennessee. It's really, really sad to see you go after all you've done for us.
Really sad. What'd I just do? Really sad to lose Middle Tennessee here, not gonna lie. So fun to watch them, but that's it for them. They had to lose eventually, you know. They can't win Imperialism. They're not an Imperialism kind of team. It is, once again, time to spin the wheel. Let's see who the next team's gonna be. It's gonna be Fresno. Which way will Fresno State be attacking? They're going into the California War. It's time to get Fresno and USC.
Several teams have stepped up to USC. Can Fresno be the one to take them down? They're up 3-0 at the end of the first, now 6-0. USC responds 7-6, now 7-9. 16-7, now 16-14, now 23-14, 26-14 at halftime. USC is down by 12. They are now down by 19. Yikes! Fresno's going on a run here. They're going to beat USC at home and take all of the Southwest from the USC Trojans. Wow.
All that hard work down the drain for nothing. All for Fresno State. That's just rather unfortunate. Oops. I kind of accidentally went into New Mexico. There you go. Just remember this is New Mexico. And we're spinning the wheel. The next team is gonna be UNR. Nice of UNR to show up. Let's see who they're gonna take on. They're gonna go north. Yikes. They're going to go northeast and take on the Oregon Ducks.
Stranger things have happened in this Imperialism. Can the Wolfpack take down the Ducks? Oregon's off to a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Now 14-0, now 17-0, 17-7, Nevada gets on the board. 17-14, can Nevada pull it off? They're within 3 in the third quarter. Oregon looking to fight them off. They're looking to hold on. Nevada with a chance. They don't get it. Oregon is the winner.
Easy enough to just swallow up UNR here. And there you go. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. It's gonna be Miami. And which way will Miami be going? They're going north. I kind of think this is closer to the left side. So they are going to take on Mizzou.
This is for the biggest landmass in our current Imperialism map, and it is off to a hot start, 7-7 here. Now 14-7 in favor of the Tigers. Hurricanes respond 14-0, now 21, now 24-14 at halftime in favor of Mizzou. Miami gets a touchdown and a field goal, but Mizzou takes the lead back. Miami ties it back up at 31. Mizzou with a chance to win it. They get a safety, but Miami scores a touchdown the other way, and that's going to do it. Miami upsets Missouri at home. They are moving on.
Miami is in the true spirit of Imperialism because they have officially gone all the way from South Florida to Iowa. Let's keep it moving. Let's spin the wheel. Our next team is gonna be South Carolina. And I already know exactly who they're playing. It doesn't matter where it is. This arrow is counting as NC State.
Either South Carolina is swallowing here or NC State's pulling a PEMDAS here, and they're just gonna reverse Uno card them. 3-0, now 3-3, 10-3 in favor of NC State, 10-10. NC State scores before half. Can South Carolina? No, they can't. 17-10 is the score in favor of the Wolfpack. They now take an 11-point lead. South Carolina brings it within 8. They're going to need a 2-point conversion. They get it. NC State with a chance to win it. No, they do. South Carolina had a chance to go the other way, but NC State is the winner.
NC State really just pulled off PEMDAS here. There you go. Tough break, South Carolina. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. It's gonna be Michigan State. Which way will the Spartans be attacking? Northwest. Looks like they're taking on Minnesota. And they can also have the Dakotas, whoever wins.
They're going to pick up a lot of densely populated land. No, undensely populated. Michigan State up 19-7. Now 26-14 at halftime. 29-14 now. Michigan State scores again, 32-21. Can Minnesota make the comeback? No, they can't. Oh, maybe they can. No, they can't. It's too late. Michigan State wins.
Big pickup here for Michigan State. They get Wisconsin and Minnesota and the Dakotas. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see our next team, Indiana. Nice of you guys to show up today. Which way will they be going? They're going west. Looks like they're taking on Purdue.
The battle for the Old Oaken Bucket. Here we go. Indiana's off to a 7-3 lead. Purdue now up 10-7. Indiana now driving 14-10 in favor of the Hoosiers. Now 21-10. Now 20. Now 35-10. Now 42. Golly, Indiana is just beating Purdue. That's going to do it. The Old Oaken Bucket. Barrel, whatever it is, Indiana wins.
I kind of realized that this entire like central Midwest location, what do we even call this? The Mid-Atlantic? Like there's just so many teams left here. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see the next team. Back-to-back Indiana? That's weird. I don't think that's ever happened in Imperialism before. Let's see which direction they're going. They're going west again, which means they're taking on Miami. Yikes.
Here we go. Indiana versus Miami. If Indiana wins this and takes all this land from Miami, that'd actually be really funny. I think I'm rooting for Indiana. They're up 14-6, now 14-13. Now have a chance to extend their lead? No, they give the lead back to Miami, up 20-14 at halftime, but they take the lead 21-20, now 21-28. They tie it up. Miami with a chance to go ahead. They do. Indiana gets a touchdown, though, and Miami gets a touchdown, but Indiana the other way gets a touchdown. Indiana steals this one from Miami. Wow. Indiana came to play.
Honestly, that's what they get for trying to claim to be the U when there's no U in Miami. So they sound absolutely ridiculous. Everyone knows the U is Utah. Oops, sorry, Western Kentucky. Yeah, there you go. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is next. Western Kentucky. Nice of you guys to show up. It's almost like I just summoned you. Which way will they be going? They're going east. I think they're taking on App State here.
State has already beat two of the best teams here. Let's hope they can continue their run against the Hilltoppers. They're up 14-7 at the end of the first quarter, 14-10 now. Western Kentucky takes the lead, 17-14. App State ties it up. Western Kentucky scores before halftime. App State scores coming out of halftime. App State up 31-24, now 38-24. They're going to run out the clock, and Western Kentucky a chance? No, they turn it over. App State wins again.
I am just so rooting for App State. I don't even care who else wins. I just want App State to win at this point. And we are spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is up next. It's going to be A&M. Which way will A&M be attacking? They're going west. That's going down more, so they're taking on Texas.
We got the Lone Star Showdown. A&M's out to an early lead, 7-0 here. They extend their lead to 10-0, looking to extend their lead some more, 17-0. Texas does get on the board before halftime, and they score coming out of halftime. 24-21 is the score right now in favor of A&M. Now 31-21, now 31-28. A&M with a chance to put it away. No. Texas with a chance to put it away. No. A&M with a chance to score. They don't. Texas Longhorns win that one. They take down A&M.
A&M, it was nice having you for one round. Maybe if you showed up earlier, I would have more sympathy for you, but I don't. We're spinning the wheel. The next team up is the SMU Mustangs. Which way will SMU be going? They're going to go east. Looks like they're taking on Indiana.
For another large chunk of land here, Indiana could expand into Texas, or Texas could take over most of the United States here. Indiana's out to an early lead, 21-6, now 21-13 at halftime. 21-21, SMU ties it up with a 2-point conversion. Now looking to take the lead, they do. 24-21, now 27-21. with a chance to put it away. They do. Indiana tries to score, but it's too late. SMU is taking the plot of land.
Indiana, you had a good little run there. For a second, I thought you were doing well, but now it's apparently SMU's time to shine. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team is next. It's gonna be Texas. Which way will Texas be attacking? Looks like they're going southwest. I think that means they're taking on Texas State.
Finally getting rid of some Texas teams here. Texas versus Texas State. Texas is off to a 10-0 lead, now 10-7. Can the Bobcats pull off the upset? That'd be really funny. 10-10, now 17-10 in favor of the Bobcats, 17-13 at halftime. 24-13, they got an 11-point lead, looking to extend it. They do, an 18-point lead, back down to 11, back to 18 in the fourth quarter, up by 21. Texas State pulls off the upset, and Texas, the number 3 team in the country, is down.
You know, if you would have told me Texas State was going to be the team to make it out of Texas, I would have said, that makes a lot of sense, and I believe you. And of course, I can't forget to give them Hawaii. Who's going to be the next team? It'll be the Oklahoma Sooners. Which way will Oklahoma be going? They're going north. We're finally getting Oklahoma and Oklahoma State.
It's the Bedlam series. Oklahoma State. They are tied at 3 at the end of the first quarter. Oklahoma takes a lead 10-3. And now takes the lead 17-3 at the end of half. Oklahoma State looking to score. They do, 17-6. Oklahoma scores one of their own. They got 2 of their own, 31-13 in favor of the Sooners. Now 34-20. That's going to do it. They're going to run out the clock. Oklahoma's going to win it.
Goodbye, Oak State. And shout out to the Sooners. They own Oklahoma. And we're spinning the wheel. The next team is going to be the Miners. Which way will the Miners be attacking? They're going north. Looks like they're taking on New Mexico State.
It's the battle of the I-10. It's UTEP. It's New Mexico State. New Mexico State is off to a 17-0, 24-0 at the end of the first quarter, 31-0. New Mexico State is going off, 34-0 at halftime. Wow. The Aggies are just destroying the Miners. Pause. Wow, I'll let that one slide. Then New Mexico State wins.
We're almost out of Texas teams now. They're all falling in succession here. We're down to 32 teams. Which team's next? It's gonna be Louisville. And which way will they be going? They're going northwest. Looks like they're taking on Notre Dame.
Got a nice ranked matchup here. Notre Dame takes the lead 7-0. Louisville looking to respond. They don't. Notre Dame now with the ball 14-0, now 21-0 at halftime. Louisville, they've been sleeping the whole time, so maybe they're a little confused. They don't know that they're supposed to be winning. They don't know that they're actually supposed to put more than 3. Oh, they did get a touchdown there at the end. Good for you, Louisville, but that was horrendous.
They were here for literally 30 seconds, and now they're gone. Nice having you, Louisville. You were trying to float to the end, but oh well. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team is next? It's gonna be SMU. They could literally go in any direction, so I'm interested to see how this goes. North. That's gonna put them against Michigan State. Or if we go from the logo, Oklahoma. We're supposed to go from the logo, right? It's Oklahoma, okay? Going from the logo.
Getting a little interesting on the technicalities here, but everyone has to play anyone eventually, so who cares? SMU is down 7-3 at the end of the first. They have to defend all their land here. Oklahoma looking to steal. They got 10-6 right now. They are up. SMU scores 13-10. Now with a chance to extend their lead. No, Oklahoma with a chance to win it. They don't. SMU wins it.
I actually had no belief that SMU was going to win that game, but they did. They're actually the team to beat at this point. I don't know. They've been hot. They've been hot here. Down to the top 30. Gosh, I've been doing this forever. The next team is the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Which way's Nebraska going? They're going south. They're taking on Kansas.
Nebraska versus Kansas. Nebraska off to an early lead, 3-0. Kansas now up 7-3. Kansas does have the home field advantage. Let's see if they can capitalize. It is 14-3. Nebraska looking to score before half. They do, 14-6. Can Kansas hold off the Cornhuskers? In their first appearance of this Imperialism, it is 22-all. Now in the fourth, Nebraska with a chance to take the lead. They do. Kansas ties it up. Kansas now with a chance to win it, and they do. Kansas with a walk-off field goal to take down Nebraska.
Nice having you, Nebraska. And there you go. We're down to 29 teams now. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who the next team's gonna be. Looks like we're gonna get Louisiana. Which way will the Ragin' Cajuns be going? They're going northeast. Looks like they're taking on SMU.
Can SMU continue their dominance, or will the Ragin' Cajuns pull a fast one and take all the land for themselves? SMU is up 7-0 after the end of one. Louisiana looking to tie it up. They do. SMU now looking to take the lead. They do. 14-7 at halftime. Now 21-7 in favor of the Mustangs. 21-7 is still the end of the third. Now Louisiana looking to tie the game. They do. SMU with a chance to win it here. They don't. Louisiana now put the touchdown ahead. SMU gets it and they go for two and they get it. Oh my goodness, SMU went for two and they got it. And they barely beat the Ragin' Cajuns. Wow. I can't believe that.
Houston is about to get landlocked, which means the next time we get either SMU or Houston, they have to play each other. And it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see who our next team is. It's gonna be Vanderbilt. Nice of them to show up today. Which way will they be attacking? They're going northeast. They're taking on App State.
This would just be a devastating end to the run if App State loses here. Vanderbilt is up 7-0, but they get it tied it back up. Now 14-14, now 21-14. App State looking to tie it back up. Before half, they get a field goal. 21-17, App State is down. They score a field goal out of half, 21-20. App State now looking to take the lead. They do with a field goal. Vanderbilt gets a touchdown. App State needs a touchdown. They get it. They're up by 1, now up by 8. Vanderbilt needs it and 2. They get it. Now in overtime. And App State wins it in overtime. They get the touchdown and hold Vanderbilt to 0. Wow. Come on, App State. How can you not be romantic about App State?
I mean, come on. Do you believe in App State winning the Imperialism? How crazy would that be? And it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see who the next team is. It's gonna be Arizona State. Which way will they be going? South. East. Think that's gonna pit them against Fresno here.
Can you believe in round like 110 we're watching Fresno State play Arizona State right now? What an imperialism this has been, huh? Arizona State's actually at a lead right now, 7-6. Now 13-6 in favor of Fresno. Now 14-6. Now 21-20 at halftime in favor of the Sun Devils. Now 28-20. Fresno gets 6. They don't get the 2 though. Arizona State goes up by 9. Now go up by 12. Now up by 3 possessions and forks up. Arizona State is gonna take down Fresno State. Wow. I mean, everyone is just losing their land like crazy in California.
I'm not sure I knew what was gonna happen, but I don't think Arizona State was on my bingo card for coming out of the West. So this is kind of an awkward map here. Sure is some interesting teams left on this wheel. Let's see who our next team is gonna be. It'll be Notre Dame. Which way will Notre Dame be going? They're going northeast-ish. Looks like they're taking on Western Michigan. Ooh.
Honestly, at this point, I'm just rooting for the most chaotic imperialism, so I think I'm rooting for Western Michigan here, because that'd just be so random. But unfortunately, Notre Dame is winning 10-0 at the end of the first here. Now coming into half, up 17-0, now 20-0. Now 27-0. Looks like Western Michigan isn't going to score. So 33-0 is the final score. Notre Dame made light work of Western Michigan.
Not a lot of land to gain here in turn 120, whatever we're at. But it does a job, and Notre Dame will gladly take that land. Let's keep it moving. Let's see which team is up next. It's going to be Michigan State. And which way will Michigan State be attacking? They're going to go southwest. Technically, if we're going from the logo, that's Notre Dame. If we're going to stay consistent here, it has to be Notre Dame. And then the winner will... This is Syracuse's land, huh? I thought it was Notre Dame, but I think that's still Buffalo/Penn State/ now Syracuse, so...
It's the battle for the megaphone. Michigan State, Notre Dame. Who's going to take it? Notre Dame is up 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now 10-0. Michigan State answers. Notre Dame answers. 17-7. Looking to score again before half. They don't. Michigan State scores coming out of half. The score is 28-14 now. 31-14 now. 38-14 now. 41-14 now. 41-21. And that's going to do it. Notre Dame is taking it away here.
This is actually going to get a lot of land for Notre Dame. So that's definitely Syracuse. I mean, Notre Dame gets everything else, I guess. And it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see who our next team is. It's going to be Navy. making an appearance. Which way will Navy be going? I think they only can go one way. Oh, I guess not. They go south. We have them go across the river, play Old Dominion here. I think so.
Navy and Old Dominion, we're picking up some floaters here. We're not letting anyone coast anymore here. Navy takes a 7-0 lead. Old Dominion responds. It is 7-7. Now 14-7 in favor of Navy. Looking to score before half, they do. 21-7 in favor of Navy. Now 21-10, 21-13. Old Dominion gets another field goal, 21-16. Navy looking to put it away. They don't. Old Dominion pulls ahead, and another Navy cannot score. Old Dominion is taking this one.
This entire time, they've just been hiding over here. And let's spin the wheel. Which team is going to be next? It might be Northern Illinois for the first time, and they are surrounded by some powerhouses, so looks like they're going northwest, which is going to put them... Yikes. I think from the logo, they hit Notre Dame first, technically, so Notre Dame.
If Northern Illinois wins this game, that would be so funny. They play for the first time against Notre Dame and then just take all this land. That would be iconic, honestly. They're up 10-3 right now. Notre Dame looking to score for half. They don't. 10-3 lead. Now 10-10. They tie it up. Now 19-10. I don't know how they got 19. They get a safety. Now 19-17. Notre Dame looking to take the lead. They don't. Now with a chance to win it, they do. Unfortunately, so close. Northern Illinois almost had them.
Notre Dame didn't actually have a lot to gain from that one. It was just mostly taking out Northern Illinois finally. And it's time to spin the wheel. Let's see who the next team is. It's gonna be Washington State. It's about time you guys showed up. And which way will they be attacking? They're going west, which means they're finally taking on Washington for the first time this video.
It took until the final 22, but we're finally getting the Apple Cup. Washington State's taking a 10-7 lead over Washington. Washington responds 14. Now Washington State responds. They're up 24-14, 31-14 at halftime. Wazoo looking to represent the Pac-2. Washington pulls within 8. Washington State pulls them back within 18. Washington now with a chance to get back, and they don't. Had a slight stroke at the end there, but all you need to know is Wazoo won that game.
Commentary's getting bad. I've been doing this for way too long. Around and around and around it goes. Where it stops, no one knows. It's time for Texas State. Which way will Texas State be attacking? They're going east. Time for them to take on SMU.
So let's see if they can have a better recovery here against SMU. They are up 14-10. SMU's been playing a lot of games. You know, they might be tired. They are up 17-14 at halftime, now up by 10, now up by 17, now back to 10. Texas State looking to pull within one possession here. They do, but it's too little too late. SMU wins again.
It was a good run, Texas State. It wasn't really a run, though. You didn't really do anything. But SMU, still having the run of the Imperialism so far. Look at them. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see. Which team is next? It's gonna be Cincinnati. We haven't seen you guys in a while. Which way will Cincinnati be going? They're going west. Looks like they're gonna take on Notre Dame.
Cincinnati has the chance to take over all of Northern USA here with a win over Notre Dame. But Notre Dame has the chance to take over the remainder of Ohio. And then maybe have a sick matchup against Ohio State. They got a 24-3 lead, a 31-3 lead, a 38-6 lead. This one was really never close. I didn't really know how to commentate this one. Notre Dame's taking this one by a lot.
Goodbye, Cincinnati. Hope you guys had fun while you were here. I believe you played 2 games? No, I think they only played 1. At least you played, though, unlike Houston, for example, or UNM, for example. Let's keep spinning. Let's see who's gonna be next. It'll be Syracuse. Which way will Syracuse be attacking? Looks like they're going pretty straight south here. If we're going from the logo, that is Old Dominion.
Syracuse taking on Old Dominion. If Old Dominion pulls this off somehow, that would be kind of funny. Syracuse is up 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now looking to extend their lead, they do, 10-0. And that's going to be the score at halftime. Old Dominion scores coming out of half, 10-7 now. Syracuse holds on to the 10-7 lead now. That is now 27-7. They scored 3 consecutive times in the fourth quarter, and they're going to put the game away with that.
I'm just gonna draw over the ocean there. We're going to pretend like the ocean doesn't exist. And there you go. Good job, Syracuse. And we're spinning the wheel again. Let's see which team's next. It's gonna be UNT. Welcome back, UNT. Which way will the Mean Green be going? They're going east. It's time for them to take on SMU.
The Safeway Bowl. It's UNT. It's SMU. Who's going to come out on top here? Nobody in the first quarter. 7-0 now in favor of SMU. Now 7-7. UNT looking to score before half. They do. They're up 10-7. SMU scores coming out of half 14. Now 21-10 at the end of third. 24-10. UNT needs to score here. They do. Can they get another? They do. It is tied up. SMU with a chance to win it. They get a field goal, and that's gonna do it. SMU with another win in the Imperialism.
Hey, these SMU kids are pretty good, huh? They're taking over the whole United States at this point. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team is next? It's gonna be Kansas. Which way will Kansas be going? They're going east. Looks like they're taking on SMU.
Poor SMU cannot get anything to go their way on this map, but on the football field, they have been dominating. They're up 7-6 at the end of the first quarter in this one. Now 13-7, SMU looking to hold their land. They gotta make a play here. They do before half. 20-14, now 23-21, still in favor of the Jayhawks. They're down 9. They're gonna need a big fourth quarter here. They get a field goal. They put the ball back, but they turn it over. They now have a chance to go. They turn it over again. They got another chance. They get the touchdown. Kansas now with a chance to win it. They don't. Oh my goodness. Do you believe in miracles? SMU is fighting another day.
Literally witnessing greatness right now. These SMU kids are unbelievable. We are finally down to the Sweet 16. I cannot wait for this to be over. I mean, who's going to be our next team? UNM, finally! Which way are they going to be attacking? They're going north. Looks like they're taking on Oregon.
If Oregon lost here, I think that'd be really funny. They're up 7-0 though, now tied 7-7. Oregon driving, they score 14-7. UNM driving, they get stopped 21-7. They score before half, 21-14 at halftime only. Oregon extends their lead to 14, now to 21, now to 28, now to 35. That's going to do it for UNM. They made it to the Sweet 16 by doing nothing, though, so good for them.
Finally, one of the New Mexico team falls, and it only took Oregon to beat UNM. 15 remain. Who will be next? It's gonna be Notre Dame. Which way will Notre Dame be attacking? They're going, southeast. Yikes. That could be, I think if you go like this, they either clip Ohio State or they hit West Virginia. I think they clip Ohio State here. I don't know. I think I'm going Ohio State.
You know, maybe I'm tweaking a little bit with the matchup. Maybe I'm just excited to see these teams collide, but we might as well, right? 7-7 at the end of the first quarter. Ohio State now driving. They score 14-7. Notre Dame responds with a field goal. Ohio State gets another touchdown. Notre Dame gets a touchdown. Ohio State gets a touchdown. Notre Dame gets a field goal, 28-20 in favor of the Buckeyes at the end of the third quarter. Notre Dame with a chance to tie it. They don't. They now have a chance to win it, and they don't. Ohio State is taking over all of Notre Dame's hard work.
The next time we get Toledo, they have to play Ohio State. So either Ohio State gets landed on, we play Toledo, or Toledo plays in Ohio State plays Toledo. You know what I'm on about. It's been a long video, guys. Just bear with me. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see what team is up. It's gonna be Syracuse. Which way will Syracuse be attacking? They can't go that way. Try again. Which way will Syracuse be attacking? Looks like they're going west. That's going to give them Ohio State here.
Battle of Kyle midcourt here. Buckeyes orange. Buckeyes out to a 21-0 lead at the end of the first, now 28-0. I think Kyle McCord seems to be struggling here. 35-3. They get a touchdown, 35-10 at the end of the first half. The Buckeyes now 42-10, now 49-10. That's unfortunate. Syracuse, you had a good run in this Imperialism. That's kind of a shame that Ohio State's just bulldozing teams now.
Syracuse, I actually enjoyed your run. I think you were a good team to play with. It was a fun Imperialism. Unfortunately, you just ran into Ohio State at a bad time. You know, there sure are a few teams here that don't really seem like they belong. Looks like we're getting Washington State. I believe they can only play Oregon, so this is more of a formality spin. And oh my gosh, would you look at this? They're playing Oregon.
The battle for the PNW is down to Oregon and Washington State. Oregon out to a 6-0, now 13-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Wazoo struggling. They're down 27-0, now 34-0, now 37-0 at halftime. Washington State now down 44-0. This is, they scored. Count it. Washington State scored twice on Oregon. Count it.
It's nice having you, Washington State. You actually did win a game, so At least you're not doing nothing like Houston, who has literally done nothing and they're still here somehow. So, game's a game. We're down to the final 12. Who's up next? SMU. Which way will SMU be going? They're going northeast. That's going to be Ohio State. This is a big game.
This is going to be a tough one here. SMU has to somehow overcome Ohio State. I don't know if they're going to do it. Ohio State's up 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. SMU's holding on. No, 10-0 now at halftime in favor of OSU. SMU gets 3. They get 7. They get the ball back. No, they don't. 21. Now within 14. It is too little, too late. What a shame. The end of the run for SMU. That's sad.
Okay, I know I said that the next time I get SMU that I'm going to have them play Houston, but I kind of think that's not fair to the Imperialism, right? Like, I think if it was anything down, I would have had them play Houston, but because it was up, like, that's the opposite direction, I figured, you know, you get the picture. Wow, this is just a real shame. Look at Ohio State taking over the whole world. Gosh, what a travesty. Let's see which team it's gonna be next. It'll be Arizona State. Which way will Arizona State be going? They're going southeast. They're taking on New Mexico State.
The game to get into the top 10 is between Arizona State and New Mexico State. The Sun Devils have a 14-0, now 17-0 lead, now 24, now 31-0, now 38-0 at halftime, now 44-0. Wow, now 47-0. New Mexico State, I don't even know how they won their first matchup, and now Arizona State is beating them 50-0. Forks up, baby.
This honestly might be the last time I color a team in. I gotta be doing my, select all sort of thing. I forgot to give Ohio State Hawaii. There you go. Close enough. Final 10 teams. Let's see who's next. It's going to be Georgia State. Which way will Georgia State be going? They're going west-northwest, if possible. I think they're taking on Ohio State here.
This might be the end of the run for Georgia State here. I don't know what it is. I'm just guessing here. 14-0 at the end of the first. 21-0 now in favor of Ohio State. 24-0 in favor of Ohio State at halftime. Georgia State looking to get on the board. They do, but Ohio State responds. 31 now 38-6. Now 41-6. Yeah, sorry Georgia State. Your run was fun when it started, but can't win them all.
I actually might be able to paint all these East Coast teams over here. West Virginia. Not App State, though, because App State's beating Ohio State for sure. Can we please get rid of Houston? All right, looks like we're getting Oregon. Which way will Oregon be going? They're going east. Looks like they're taking on Colorado.
Fun fact, I was actually at the Oregon-Colorado game last year in Oregon, and we won by 100. But it is 0-0 at the end of the first. 7-3, now 14-3 in favor of the Ducks. Can Colorado respond? No. 21-3, now 21-6 at halftime in favor of Oregon. Colorado looking to score out a half. They do, and they score again 21-19 in favor of the Ducks. Ducks looking to extend their lead. They do, make it a 9-point game, and that will put the game out of reach for Colorado. Sorry, Colorado. Nice having you.
That was a lot like last season, where you were so hyped up. Then you lost to Oregon. You know, we don't play for clicks. Is that what Lanning said? Something like that. 8 teams remain. Who will be next? It's going to be Arizona State. And who will they be taking on? They're going southwest-ish. Yeah, I think we're counting that as Ohio State. We're getting Hawaii. We're getting Ohio State. Count it.
I mean, what are the odds Arizona State pulls off the upset here? They're up 3-0, now down 7-3, now up 10-7 at the end of the first quarter here. Arizona State looking to extend their lead. They do. Ohio State, however, scores 2 consecutive touchdowns. They are up 21, now 28-17 after halftime. Arizona State scores. They're within 10. Can they score another? No, they cannot, and Ohio State is going to run out the clock, and that's going to do it. Unfortunately for the Sun Devils, they had a good run. Ohio State is ruining everything.
Really, really sad time here. Ohio State is just ruining all the great Imperialism runs that we've seen so far. Hate to see it. We're down to 7 teams. Who's going to be next? Is it going to be Ohio State? Okay, let's lay this out first. If it's anything up, it's Toledo. If it's anything down, it's Houston. If it's anything left, it's Oregon. If it's anything right, it's West Virginia. Okay? Here we go. Spinning the arrow. I think that's more down. We're going to have him play Houston because I hate Houston.
I don't know who I'm rooting for. I'm either rooting for someone that coasted to Final 7 and did nothing all game, or I'm rooting for the people that are ruining all of my fun Imperialism runs. So, honestly, this could go either way. Ohio State's winning 21-10 at the moment. That's going to be the halftime score. Now 21-13, now 28-13. Doesn't look like Houston's going to score. It looks like Ohio State's controlling this game, and that's going to do it for Houston. Hey, they got 7th place, and they literally just stood there and looked pretty. Good for them.
Chew. See ya, Houston. We're down to 6. We've got some bangers in here left, honestly. If some of these people won, that'd be funny. Toledo. All right. Unfortunately, Toledo only has one person left to play, but if they win, it would be so funny. They're taking on Ohio State.
Imagine Toledo just pulling the rug out from underneath Ohio State right now. That'd be so iconic. It is, however, 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Now 17-0. Toledo gets on the board, 17-7, 24-7 at halftime. Come on, Toledo. We need a second half comeback. They have the ball and they score a field goal. They're down 2 possessions. They're now down 3 possessions. That's going to do it. Ohio State's going to ice the game. Toledo, congratulations. You got 6th place. Good for you guys, honestly. I think you guys played 1 game.
Their coaster's gone. Sorry, Toledo. I'm sad to lose you. We're down to the final 5. Who's going to be attacking? It's going to be West Virginia. And which way will West Virginia be attacking? They're going north. They're taking on Ohio State.
Honestly, I'd be fine with West Virginia winning too. That'd be kind of funny. I just want someone to beat Ohio State. I feel like Ohio State winning's boring. We don't watch Imperialism for Ohio State to win, but unfortunately, 24-7 here. This is not looking good. West Virginia is going to get steamrolled here. 31-7 at half, 34-7. West Virginia back on the board, 34-14. Shout out, but 41-14 is not good. 48-14. Hey, good job, West Virginia. You scored 3 times, but that's going to do it. Ohio State with another win.
See ya, West Virginia. It was nice having you, kind of, but I don't really remember you doing anything in the last 100 turns, so you've kind of just been coasting. Same for NC State, honestly. I forgot they were even here. Final 4, who's it gonna be? It's gonna be NC State. Which way is NC State going? They're going north. Looks like they're gonna take on Ohio State.
Honestly, NC State could be a sneaky upset here. I wouldn't be shocked, but I mean, I would be shocked because Ohio State's not going to lose any of these games. 7-3, it's close. 14-3, now 14-10, 21-10 at halftime in favor of the Buckeyes. NC State scores to bring it within 8, but Ohio State extends their lead to 15. Now to 18. Back to 11, but it is too late. Ohio State wins again.
Honestly, what I just realized, imagine App State somehow pulling this off. Are you kidding me? Why is App State still here? Look at this. Look at this map. If App State somehow wins this Imperialism, I don't know. The scriptwriters would have gone crazy. I don't even know. And we're spinning the wheel. Let's see which team it's gonna be. It'll be the Buckeyes. Okay, let's see. Anything on the left is Oregon. Anything on the right is App State. Here we go. Spinning the wheel. It's wow. Can we get a replay on this one? I think that's slightly to the left. That's Oregon. We're counting it. It might be a little biased, but we're counting it.
Basically, the championship, we're gonna take this one a little slower here. So we'll go a couple plays at a time here. Oregon got the ball. They're driving, kicking a field goal. Ohio State going the other way. No, they turn the ball over. Oregon now 10-0. Is Oregon going to be the team to take down Ohio State? Could be. Looks like they're driving. No, Ohio State now with the ball. They're going to go. They're going to get the touchdown. 10-7 now in favor of the Ducks still. Can the Ducks go down and score? No, they turn it over. Ohio State with a touchdown of their own. Can Oregon score before half? Yes, they can. It is 20-14 at halftime here. This one's getting exciting. Ohio State, they score, make it a 1-point game. Oregon scores 26-21. Is Ohio State going to score? No, but Oregon with a long touchdown to make it a 12-point game. Ohio State turns the ball over on downs. I was going to go to the field. Oh, we got a 5-point game here. 2nd and 5, 3rd and 4. All right, let's hop on the field real quick. Let's watch this one play out. All right, here it is. Here's the 3rd and 4. If the Ducks get the first, they win it. If not, Ohio State's got the chance. Dylan Gabriel sends his man out in motion. Looking, he's got the drag. I don't know why he didn't throw it, but Ohio State makes the stop. They don't have any timeouts left, though. They're not going to have a lot of time, but they'll have some time. I don't know why Dylan Gabriel did not throw that drag route. All right, Oregon lined up to punt it away. Is there a chance we see a punt return touchdown? No, it's going out of bounds. All right, Ohio State's got 36 seconds in a dream. The clock will stop with a chains. They get a big first down, seam down the middle. Clock is stopped. They better hurry, though. 19 seconds. They need 63 yards. Might take one more play and then get a Hail Mary. He's throwing towards the sideline. No, nobody there. 3rd and 10. They need to get a first down, stop the clock, and then line themselves up for a Hail Mary. He's taking a shot. He's got a man. It's caught. Oh, no, he dropped it. I thought he had it. He dropped it. Wow. I don't know if they would have gotten down the field in 9 seconds, but that's way to keep it close. 4th down, they still need 62. He needs his guys to go deep. He's taking a shot. Can he get out of bounds? No, that's going to do it. The turnover on downs. Oregon is going to kneel the clock, and that's going to do it. Oregon is moving on to the championship.
Somehow we are in the final 2 of this Imperialism, which has taken forever. Make sure I got to give them Hawaii here. And of course, we're going to take the logo. That officially brings us to Oregon and App State. Am I rooting for my former institution of law or Appalachian State? Who knows? And to see who the away team's going to be, it's going to be Oregon. App State's at least going to have the home field advantage.
The championship we all saw coming. Let's go a couple plays at a time here. Oregon gets an early turnover, and they are up 7-0. They score again, 14-0. App State driving. Can they get in? No. 14. Yes, they do this time, 14-7. Come on, App State. Makes a stop. Coming the other way. They're looking. They tie it. 14. Oregon does score before half. 21-14. And they score again. 28-14. 28-21. App State gets one back. Can they stop Oregon here? Yes. And they're going for the touchdown. No, they're stopped somehow. How did they not score? Okay, App State. They need a first here. Yes, they get the touchdown. All right, 2nd and 12. Clock's running. Appalachian State, I guess, is not using a timeout. I'm not really sure what's going on here. This might have been poor coaching from our App State fella. Get that? Call a timeout. 15 seconds. App State needs a miracle. If there ever was script writers, we'd need them right here. Force a fumble, return it for a touchdown. That would be so funny. Come on, please. Timeout. Oh, man. They got to go 94 yards in 6 seconds. You guys think they could do it? App State, if they do this, I don't know how they would pull it off, but, man, that'd be something special, huh? He's stepping up in the pocket. He's looking, and he's going to take a safety. All right. All right, I guess Oregon are your Imperialism champions. That was really anticlimactic.
Well, there you have it. Oregon is the Imperialism champions, despite how bad we wanted App State to win it. Make sure you guys subscribe for more football content. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.